Silence your cell phones now.
It's okay. It's okay. We're okay. We're okay. That's okay. That's not. Where? Mom. Oh my God.
What's going on, YouTube? It's SCN Place to be children. Mr. A&D back to give you guys another movie experience here, and this time it's a movie experience I'm so happy to go. This movie came out Memorial Day weekend, and I said in my reaction, I gotta find a way to make movies to see this movie, okay? Because I loved this. Is my number 2 movie in 2018 when it comes to my top 10 movies of the year, and that is A Quiet Place Part 2. So A Quiet Place Part 2 picks up right where A Quiet Place left off, and I like those kind of sequels that pick up right where it left off for the first one, so you can actually watch it as one whole movie. And going into this, at first I was like, man, you know, sequels don't really do it too good, but hey, look, John Krasinski, man, I'm telling you right now, he has a knack for this kind of stuff, okay? And I'm really excited about it. We finally go back to the theater. You have to see it in theaters, okay? You have to see it. It's not going to be the same at home. So now we are finding that, was it the Abbott family, as they're now, you know, the farm's been ruined and stuff like that. They got to try to find that. They got to seek help and stuff like that. They got to go out into the world. We're doing like world building here, and then they find somebody along the way, and then there's more things about these aliens that we don't know that we're going to learn. So I'm gonna give you guys the good, I'm gonna give you guys the bad, and I'm gonna give you guys the experience, starting off with the good. All right, good right off the bat, I'm telling you right now, is that this movie works. It works completely, and I mean, everything is right there. The tension is right there. The fear is right there. When you're in the theater, you have to be quiet. There are, like, you feel like you're right in the environment with this whole family as you try to make it through it. And obviously, this does not, you know, suffer from that sequelitis thing. It doesn't make it seem, John Krasinski in this movie does not make it seem as like, well, we're doing the sequel, we gotta go bigger, we gotta go better, we gotta go harder because it's a sequel, we probably got more money. No, it feels just as level as the first one did. And I enjoy the cast they got in here also, and because we bring in some new characters that work. We don't overdo it with, like, you know, more characters with sequels, but I like how, you know, subtle it is, because we Emily Blunt is great at what she does, okay, here, and a mother trying to protect her 3 kids while not trying to make no noise. Man, that's hard to do, and one of them is deaf. That's hard to do, and the illustration of her just trying to make it is great, and all the stuff that they go through. And there's some scenes in this movie that happen to them on the kids, and you're like, oh my God, I need you to be quiet, but oh my God, I understand your pain. Like you don't know where to go. I love that about this movie. And then one thing I also loved about this movie is that, so we get a flashback at the beginning of when the aliens first came. I'm telling you right now, if that is not a thrill ride or something in the future called The Quiet Place, then they waste out on money. That's all I will tell you right now. I'm not going to spoil too much for you, but that opening scene, and we get to see Jim back, okay? We get to see him back, and I'm telling you right now, if that right there is not a thrill ride coming out in the future, I don't know what they're doing, bro. I don't know, because that opening scene was phenomenal. I enjoyed every bit of it. Okay, now in the second one, we introduce some new characters. We got Cillian Murphy who's a friend of the family, and he is kind of like, he's not replacing Jennifer Lawrence. He's not replacing John Krasinski at all. But I knew that they was going to need another kind of like male father figure type thing to be in the movie, and he is great in the movie. You know, I like how he fits in. Like, he's not going to take his spot, because he's not John Krasinski at all. He's not his character at all. Of everything his father, he does the exact opposite when you find out about it. But he indirectly turns into that character to help them out and to earn his keep also. Even John Mahansu's in this movie. He's not in it for too long, but he's in there, and his role is important in the movie as well when it's in there. And that's what I'm saying. You add different characters, but it's not so much to the point. It's just like, all right, this ain't gonna believe it, because right now the threat is still so real. Just because you see at the end that she has that radio box and that gun, and they just sitting there killing, but you're like, you still got to get out of here, man. We don't know what else is going to be happening. We find out more things about the aliens and what they can do and what they cannot do, type thing. And I thought that was cool. There was one little plot hole, and I was just like, oh, okay. But other than that didn't take away from the movie at all. And like I said, it brings the creepiness to it. And I didn't feel like I was watching a sequel. I felt like I was watching a continuation to the first one, which made it, there were tensions with, because you know what? It's kind of like, oh, man, anybody could die. Okay, anybody, just because you're Emily Blunt, or just because it's the little baby, or just because like that. I'm not giving no spoilers or something like that, but it just has that feeling that literally anybody can die, and you are on the edge of your seat every time there's situations that are going on, and you're like, oh my God, how they gonna make it out of this one? It's kind of like that anxiety I felt when she was giving birth in the bathtub, or when she stepped on the nail on the steps in the first one. Yo, I mean, I jumped in my seat. I was at home watching that one, and I made the mistake of watching that thing at home. But this one, yeah, it brings all those from them scenes. Now, if there is any bad, let's get to the bad. There isn't none. I'm really not going to nitpick a movie if I feel as though there's no bad. Move on. Experience. So with the experience right here, look, you have got to go see this in a movie theater. Now, usually at this time now, because when we've been doing COVID, so that I give like slight spoilers. I'm not giving no spoilers on this right here. You're gonna listen to the Nerdgasm Talk podcast this weekend if you guys want spoilers. You gotta go see this in the movie theater. There's no exception. If you're fully vaccinated, go to the theater and listen to their guidelines. You still need to go. You have to go in there with a mask on. I had my mask, had my sanitizer, so that I was being safe in the movie theater. I know my wife was a little paranoid to go out there, but I was like, look, there's no other way to see A Quiet Place Part 2 other than in the theaters. And we went in the theaters, and there was times that happened. I had my alarm set, and I had a phone ring. I always put my phone on vibrate, so that I'm in the movie theater. But even the vibrate, like bruh, it makes me jump, because you feel like you're in the world with them. So look, man, when it comes to A Quiet Place 2, John Krasinski did it. Sequels are not usually that good, especially when it comes to horror movies. But this one, is it as good as the first one? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's on equal par. This is easily one of my top movies of 2021. It would have been 2020, but obviously 2021. And when it comes to A Quiet Place, I'm giving A Quiet Place Part 2 a complete Nerdgasm! Absolutely. This is definitely going in my top movies, especially halfway through the year, since we're in June right now. And of course, when it comes to the end of the year. But you guys got to go out there and see A Quiet Place 2. Make sure you guys go to the theater and check this experience out. There's no other way to see it, okay? Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed my review. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are new here. And we can do movie experiences every single weekend, but this one's running a little late, so I want to make sure I put it up throughout the week. Hit that, post that in the comments down below if you guys want to see A Quiet Place Part 2, and if you had the theater experience. So once again, this is NC, a place to be. Chill, Mr. A&D, and I'll see you at the movies.